says no. Okay, I think we are on, baby.
They crucified my Savior and nailed him to a cross.
Ladies of all ages, if you love God and have a passion for worship through music, the 2025 She Rises Virtual Women in Music Ministry Conference is for you. This event is designed for mothers, wives, daughters and aunts, cousins, nieces, pastors, praise leaders and dancers, church members, and even those with no church affiliation. If you are a woman with a heart for music ministry or a desire to connect and grow with others in the field, this conference is just for you. It's led by Dr. Nataline Pegues, founder of the National Gospel Songwriters Conference. She and the board of directors invite you to take your vision to the new heights of excellence. Together, we will embark on a spiritual journey, awakening the God-given gifts within us. Click the link to register today. I can't wait to see you virtually at the 2025 She Rises Women in Music Ministry Conference, and it's happening April 28th and 29th, 2025. That's right. Click the link. Register today. Can't wait to see you, and God bless you.
Good morning from Horn Lake, Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee. Going together, you'll get it eventually. Go check geography. And while you're on geography, good morning, good night, I guess, good evening, whatever they call it over there. From Japan, all the way from Japan, I don't know what part. Tell me where we at.
Well, we in Tokyo. This trip we're staying. Well, we're for the most part of the trip we're hanging in Tokyo. We may do a day trip to a nearby city, maybe an hour or so away. But this is our fourth time here. And the other 3 times we always ventured off to different parts of the country of Japan. But this time I'm really just hanging out in the central area of Tokyo. So that's what we are now.
So you have my beautiful daughter, and those of you that have read the description of this program, this is from Japan, a mother and daughter moment with Dr. Nataline Pegues and creative genius, Arean Alston. All right. So y'all hang on. I got some surprises for my baby. She didn't know about this, but we'll be right back. Y'all listen, get your people on. This is our educational moment live from the studio of GSWC. And will also be aired on DLM Media Network. So you can go back and look at it anytime. Praise God for Facebook and all the other live social medias that allow us to get things out. And we're going to be right back with the one and only creative genius. You'll find out why her mama knows that's who she is. Arean Alston. All right. Ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen, that is
Nah.
why my program is entitled From Japan, a mother and daughter moment with Dr. Nataline Pegues, and creative genius, songwriter extraordinaire, entertainer, a chef bar none, now world traveler, Arean Alston. Did I mention that she's my daughter? All right.
You got to say that first, because let me tell you
Yes,
something.
my daughter.
Let me tell you something. Because of that fact is why everything else is, God is in control, of course, but because on earth, because of that fact that I am your daughter, because I had someone raising me the right way, disciplining me. What's the word? Disciplining, whatever. Me when I was wrong, as many times as I was wrong as a kid and as a teenager, and even in my adulthood years, and somebody always teaching me to believe there is a God and be a person of faith and don't let the world make me believe anything differently. So yeah, before you name off all the other stuff, you can start with your daughter first. We can start there. That's the first part of the story, and then we can go everywhere else.
What Jesus? Now, see, she's not fair for that.
I'm just saying now. All right, look, let's keep it real now, Mom. Everything else is a bonus. Everything else is a bonus now. It's been a journey for us these 40 years that I've been with you.
Yes, Lord. Hallelujah.
It's been a journey for us now.
It has. It has. Arean is my oldest, you guys, and she is the one that taught me about life. I had Arean at the age of about 23. About 20.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the toughest. Listen, incidentally, Arean, shout out to Keith and Kim Turks. Just had their very first girl.
I said congratulations, but they got 1,000 congratulations.
You know they
congratulations.
Yeah, millions and millions. And Keith is part of Josh Brace and Power Anointed and sings. We both sing in the tenor section. He's on the front row. Yes, Lord.
I love Keith. And I love Kim.
Yes, Lord. Now,
they
Kim.
are so sweet. Both of them. They're just sweet people. And that little baby looked just like Keith.
Thank you. I told Bishop Josh that's who that baby looked like. He said,
got his whole
agree either way,
his whole face. It's like Keith took his face off and just put it on the baby.
Yeah. And you know what? Keith put together a shot of his mother next to the baby.
Okay.
And so it goes a long ways back.
Oh, they got them jeans. They got them strong jeans. Okay.
They got them jeans, baby.
That's good. That's beautiful. Congratulations, y'all.
Congratulations to them. Welcome to baby Kirsten, our newest addition to the family of Josh Bracy and Power Anointed. And I said that because, Lord, it looked like we were waiting on that baby to arrive. Well, the same thing happened with you, although I think theirs was more on time, kind of. You understand me.
Yeah.
You understand me. You were due in my birth month.
In July, right?
And you ruined it.
Came out in August.
You came out. You just took your time.
I wanted to have my own little month, Ma.
Exactly. And you've been like that ever since. You want your own everything. Whereas other people are happy with just going to 200 miles. Here you go way across everything. The funny part of that is this is the child that was scared of everything. If it moved, she was going to jump.
Look, I'm still like, depending on what we talking about. You know me now. If we, how if you sitting in the room, if you in the house, and then just a little sound or something, baby. Stop everything because what was that? What was that?
It
Stop
just be all over the
everything.
world. I
Yeah.
tell you, she
Let me tell y'all, this lady done ran to my rescue a plenty of time. From one little scream, mama, whatever, me falling out the bed, whatever it was, done ran to my rescue a plenty. And look, real life stuff too. Even when I got older, they came and rescued me. You hear me? And will still come and rescue me. And I appreciate you so much, Mom. I love you.
Oh, baby, mommy loves you more. Will always love you.
Yeah.
And I make my grown-ups. These are my grown-ups. I have 3 that the Lord allowed me to birth from this vessel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout out to the siblings.
What you said. I tagged them in too by the name of Officer Carol Martin.
Officer.
And our Army,
Our military veteran. He's a veteran now.
Vet. Jerome Martin. God bless both of them this morning. And what's one funny story that you might want to share? Just one. Only you can't do one.
Wait, of what? Me and you? Me and them? It's
no,
many.
Them. You and them.
Gosh.
Okay, I tell you what, we're gonna give you a second to think on that. That's where we're going.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about the geography of Japan and what's going on there. This is a different trip for my daughter. And we'll talk about how she gets to all these fantastic places because she's quite the business entrepreneur. I'm going to give you 1 second or so, well, let's say 2 minutes to think about a funny story about the 3 of y'all. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Right. So you have seen 2 commercials here, one with the women, the She Rises Women in Music Ministry Conference, which will be held virtually. So we need everybody to come virtually. All women that are in music ministry, we need you to be a part of this. It will be on Central Time. The room will be open at 5 o'clock for meet and greet. At 6 o'clock, we've got some phenomenal women of God that are going to tell you some great and powerful things. We want you to register. That conference is April the 28th and 29th. And it is virtual. So no matter where you are, that's going to be headquarters, okay? Wherever you are. I don't know where Arean gonna be. She might be in Greece, but it's gonna be headquarters. Okay, just be on Central Time. We want everybody that is a woman that has a business, that has a dream, that has, listen, we want you there. We want you, we want to ignite the fire that God gave you. He gave you something. I don't care what it is. If he gave you to make a coloring book, why haven't you created it? We're going there. We're going. So we need you at the She Rises Women in Music Ministry Conference. Go register now. Well, maybe not right at this moment, but after you get off this show at the National Gospel Songwriters Conference.com. The National Gospel Songwriters Conference.com. You'll find the tab there for She Rises. There are a lot of things there, but you'll find She Rises, WIMM. Please register today and get every sister you know to register for this 2-day event. All right. The other one you just saw is the National Gospel Songwriters Conference, held in July the 8th through the 11th in the city of Memphis, Tennessee. Listen, we do have the hotel information. We're not privileged to give that out just yet, but please just go and register and be a part of this awesome event. Bishop Josh Bracey will be producing GSWC in our second live recording, and it will be held in the city of Memphis, Tennessee. Arean, guess where? In case you wasn't looking, I'm gonna tell you. Ooh, I want to see your face. So we're going to the power spot. Pastor.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Courtney Franklin.
All right now. All right. That's a full circle moment.
There himself and my baby growing up, bless him.
Yeah.
Hard-headed.
That's a full circle moment right there.
Ain't that full circle? Yeah. Girl, we can do another whole show just talking about Courtney Franklin.
Yeah, and that time in our lives, we could sure could. But I got my story. It's a good one.
I'm ready for it. All right, y'all. This is it. Y'all better look.
It's a good one.
I don't know what she finna tell, but she finna tell.
Oh man, it's a good one.
All three of them.
You said funny story. Now here's a disclaimer. It's funny now.
Uh-oh.
At the time, it wasn't funny. Yeah, it's funny now. You know how things happen in life, and in the moment, it's pretty serious. You're trying to deal with the situation, but later you can look back and you can crack up about it. And I chose this story because it has a lot to do with you too, Mom. But also, it's a lot of details surrounding it, so I'm not gonna go too deep into it. I'm gonna stay on the surface with it, but I'm gonna make my point of why it's a funny story with me and my siblings. Are you ready?
Yes.
Now, as I start talking about it, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. But also, you're gonna understand the reality of why I say this is one of them stories that the situation definitely wasn't funny, but now we can look back and say thank you, Jesus, and have a good laugh about it and go on about life.
Thank you.
Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
One day, me, my brother, and my sister. Well, if I say it in order of our ages, me, my sister, and my brother, because Jerome is the youngest. We decided that we were going to confront someone who was messing with our mama. Mama, I'm gonna tell you, this is one of those moments I wish so badly. You do not understand the three humans that you birthed, woman. Because when I tell you we was all about to go to jail for you, especially the one who's a police officer now. Maybe I shouldn't say it too loud, but when I tell you, we had to pull that one back. When I tell you we were all about to go to jail for you, you do not understand. You do. First of all, let me remind you. You know, when I was little, the only fight on record that I got into a fight, like for real.
Oh yeah, all three of y'all got into one of them.
You know why? You know why it was, right? It wasn't because somebody was messing with me. You know the reason of the fight. It because somebody said something about my mama. Hence, a fight broke out, and I won. Okay, so now the fight that I'm talking about, that was in elementary school. I was like in the 3rd, 4th grade. Fast forward in my adulthood years, here I am still about to beat up somebody about my mama. And y'all, this was what, maybe about 15 years ago now. I'm 40 now, y'all, so I was probably about 25 when this happened. Yeah, so me, Carol, and Jerome, me and my siblings, we said that enough is enough. We weren't finna wait on nobody. And baby, we said, we're gonna go confront this individual. And when I tell y'all, we took a good old ride. At the time we were staying in West Memphis, Arkansas. We got in the car, rode right on across that bridge to Memphis, Tennessee, and rode right on down Airways and catch them somewhere over there, and found the individual that we needed to confront. And when I say we confronted them, Mom, and people on the live, I can't see people on my end, so I know some people watching. We confronted this individual. And Mom, when I tell you, I wish so badly this was one of those times where a camera was following us. I wish y'all could see the moment that I'm talking about. When I tell y'all we needed background music, we pulled up, we saw where they were, we parked the car, we got out the car, and it was all business, no smiling faces or nothing. And this person was standing with other people. But when I tell y'all we was all bullseye target on this individual,
My God.
and we went directly to this person and we all said our piece. And I'm gonna sum it up. I ain't gonna say what we said. But we all said our piece. And the summary of it was, this is your first, last, and only warning from us. You're going to leave our mom alone. And we are not playing this day. That was pretty much the summary of it. But when I tell you that Carol, Mom, me and Jerome literally had to yank this girl back.
And this was not, when they told me what happened, this was not one of the neighborhoods that you can go into and just
walk up on somebody.
They're gonna be guns, pistols everywhere. Matter of fact, one of the rap artists got killed just
not too far from there.
Mm-hmm.
Not too far from the exact spot that we walked up on this individual.
Yeah.
But baby, let me tell y'all, first of all, we've been raised right. Now, I'm a woman of faith. There is a time to be peaceful, and there is a time to go to war and to defend yourself. That's what the people did in the Bible.
Yes, sir.
There was a time to be peaceful, and there was a time when you have to be the offender.
Yes, yes.
To defend yourself and to defend your family and your territory and your home. And so that's what we did.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just as peaceful, but as serious about it. And baby, when I tell y'all that was the end of that, that was the end of that. Because Mama, I think that's what did it. I know there were several attempts to get the person to stop messing with you, but after that,
yeah,
baby, that was it.
Wow.
That was it. And so that's why I say it's not really funny. Because at the time, this was a very serious situation.
You didn't pick one that I wanted, but you picked one.
It's funny to me.
Now we can look back and say, God, we thank you.
Oh, man. Yeah. It's funny to me because I just envisioned me, Carol, and Jerome, just how serious we were and how we had to yank Carol back. There could have been a fight easily. But we were not, just know that we were not playing about you.
I know that.
I have never played. I like to imagine that as soon as I was born on planet Earth, I wasn't playing about you. I like to imagine it.
It is the truth. So I'll tell one of my little funny stories. And again, this wasn't funny at the time, yeah. And it also proves my point that I tell people all the time. I'm the woman at the well. I've been there and saved, yes, but saved from something. Not saved from something, saved from some things. I ain't got no place to be talking about nobody. I better love everybody because God took me. But Arean says she'd like to think she was that way as a baby. Well, I'm gonna go back to baby for you. I
Okay.
got one, but I got another one in the
All
again.
right.
This one at the well. Good Lord. It's a wonder I was 23 when I had you. But anyway,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so this guy, I think I told you this one before.
Yeah, I know what you finna
You
say.
were a
Yeah.
baby in a crib, and it was just you and me. And this guy came over to visit. You know, he gonna try his ways, and you were not one to just really whine and cry a lot. In fact, you were so protective of me as a baby. One time I got real sick and couldn't move. I just put you in my bassinet next to me. You were right there on the floor and you were fine while I was throwing up all over the place. You didn't say a word. You were that type of baby. You were protective. So this guy came over to visit me and he came. I forgot what he told me, but he had some form of transportation to drop him off and knew the last bus out had already left. He might
Oh,
have
he
came
trying to be slick. He trying to
he
be
was
slick.
trying to be slick,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah. Uh-huh.
he had this all planned out. Well, long about 8 o'clock, you started whimpering and crying, been fed, been changed, been everything. Baby, that cry got to be louder than whimpering. You
Mm,
turned into a monster. You had
mm.
seen him. He was in the living room. You were in the bedroom, supposed to be
Okay.
asleep.
Okay.
My baby went to sleep at a certain time. You
Oh,
wasn't
so I that was my spirit. See, I felt it.
girl.
My
See,
spirit didn't
y'all
agree.
need to understand the
Mm-mm.
spirit of a child.
Mm-mm. My spirit didn't agree.
Says, listen to this verse, and a little child shall what? Lead.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know where we were going today, but this is where we going. Y'all need to wake up and understand your children are gifts to you. This girl screamed and yelled and hollered, and the man was just gonna wait her out, right? I think he stayed about 3 hours. I think he really did. Just talking.
Mm.
Irene wasn't studying that. She used every bit of her lungs.
Baby, get out. Bye.
She used every bit of her lungs that she had. And so
Mm-hmm.
the man ended up calling a taxi cab and left. As soon as he got out the door,
Mm. Mm.
Irene was a thumb sucker, y'all. She was pitiful about that thumb. But soon as he got out the door, I'm locking the door and I noticed this peace in my house. It's
Ooh. A
I
peaceful spirit.
turned around
Yeah.
and I went toward that room, and there she was laying on her back, just as peaceful as though had nothing going on. Just I got enough. I said, Irene. She looked up at me with that thumb, like, did you think I was gonna lose?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So yeah,
Right.
this is who I'm dealing with sitting here. This is my grown-up, my oldest, my firstborn, my entrepreneur, my creative genius. As you have heard, those of you that didn't get to hear earlier her performance at the Hard Rock Cafe, Memphis, Tennessee, with the Double A Band, you'll have to go find it on YouTube. I will put her
Shout out
name.
Double A Band.
Absolutely.
I love y'all.
And
Everybody
they
doing
were
their own thing.
no, everybody
Oh,
doing
man.
it. Go ahead and talk about them. This is our talk this morning. Say what you want to.
I mean, listen, those people were, oh man, I don't even know where to start. Like just jewels in so many ways, on and off the stage. There was a crucial time in my life where I was coming into my artistry individually. You know what I mean? I had been playing music for a while, right? I had been playing music for really, I got my first job as a musician when I was 10 years old, Mom, right?
Yeah.
Playing at New Salem on 4th Street.
Yeah.
You know, I guess start off, I guess they would pay me like $15, $20, something like that a Sunday before a 10-year-old. That's a lot of money.
Baby.
And then after that, I got my first
too.
Yeah. And then after that, I got my first keyboard job with Miss Morgan and them. I was making like $100 a Sunday. I think this was in Walls or somewhere on down the road in the country. You remember that? I was 11 years old, just playing the 1, 4, and the 5.
I remember what you came home and told me. You said, "Mama, we went to this church for a 3 o'clock program, and nobody was there to play. And they asked, is there somebody here that can play?"
Yeah, yeah. And I
And
went up
Mama
there and I
just
played,
taught you.
baby. I played them 3 chords like the heavens were coming down.
Thank
The 1, the 4, and the 5.
We talked about it, and she knew how to do it, and it got her first job.
My first keyboard. I
Her
was
first
11 years old.
keyboard job. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, okay, now I done lost my train of thought. Why did I? Oh yeah. So what I was saying was pretty much just about the AA band. I don't know why I went back to get back to them, but anyway, these people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I was saying that I had been playing music all my life, but at that time I was coming into my own like artistry and trying to be an artist and write music and perform music, not just playing, but actually being the person like in front and on the stage and singing my own music. So that was a very crucial time in my life, man, and I thank everyone, because it wasn't just like one solidified group. This was like a variety of people, like honestly who was available at the time to help me, and everybody's doing their own thing, but I love y'all. If you play any role in that part of my life, AA band, even before that, crucial moments leading up to that, man, shout out to CJ and Brian, Revelation and Charles, good times just being a musician and working with them, and everybody, man, every part of my journey in Memphis was so crucial to my development, so crucial to my artistry and my development, the development of my ear, the development of my ability to adapt to whatever's happening in the room, whether you at church, whether you at the club. You gotta be able to catch on and go with the vibe or go with the spirit or whatever. Memphis is
And what you just did,
training grounds for that.
I'm just clapping my hands. That's all spirit. It really is. There, and this I have to say about every song that I've heard. Now I'm sure my daughter wrote some things that she never told me about, but every song that I have heard has all been kid friendly. They've been something that families could go and enjoy.
Yeah.
Of all ages. Matter of fact, we're going to talk about a lot of the seeds that Arean has sown through her music. One of those being the gift of going into schools and going into nursing homes. To talk about that a little bit. I want you to know, Arean, I don't know if you can see the comments. I'm looking at them.
I can't see any. You know what? Let me, if I at least log into Facebook, I can see it from my phone. I can't see it on the screen that we're talking on. It's just showing you.
Well, while she is there trying to, and ladies and gentlemen, Arean is coming to us live from Tokyo, Japan, at the wee hours now, I believe, of the morning. In the past 12.
It is, yeah. Well, no, not past. It's going.
Not
it's
quite.
11:51 p.m. here Friday night.
All right. So she's coming to us at the late hour of the night, about to turn over to midnight to Saturday morning. So we get to talk to her before we see Saturday in the United States. And so while she is getting that together, trying to find her way in, let me read just a few of the good mornings that you have gotten here on Facebook, because your mama is a bragger. So I just went to touching buttons. I don't even know who all I invited, and I'm not through yet. But your cousin who grew up with you at Doubletree, who was another fighter, Lord have mercy, LaDonna Booker.
Oh yeah, what's up, girl?
LaDonna just got married, so her last name is Banks.
Okay, yes, congratulations.
Ranks.
Wonderful.
Let's see. Amos Matthew Cleves, Humboldt, Tennessee. A strong supporter of your mama and Divine Ministries.
Yeah, I know. I heard you mention Amos. Yeah.
All the time. Songwriter himself.
That's good.
My executive assistant for DLM Media Network and GSWC, the National Gospel Songwriters Conference. Gerard Mitchell has been with us the whole way. And thanks, Gerard. He is the reason I was able to pull that nice little surprise on you this morning. Thank you.
Come on, Gerard.
Woke him up early.
He's doing his thing.
Oh, his music is everywhere. He's in the Gospel Choice Awards nomination. So y'all go.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah, him.
Good job.
And Miss Anna Slaughter Arean is in there with Diane Lampkin Thomas. Two of your women,
Okay, all right now.
Yeah, Diane wrote the song and Anna is the featured soloist on it. So GSWC is getting out there in many ways, and we are grateful for that. Charlotte Williams is new to the family of DLM Media Network. She has her own show.
Okay.
Let's Talk Gospel, which I believe she's getting ready to change the name to. Well, I'll just let her make that announcement, but you're going to be hearing more from her. She is a songwriter herself and a recording artist, bar none. So excited. I see Gerard in the background there. Maybe he's going to come on and say hello. He knows he's
all right.
Gerard is the only person that I don't have a problem with. He can do whatever if he say he going to walk on his toes on this show, we're going to let him do. Hey, Gerard.
Hey, Gerard, what's up, man? I see you.
I really did not want to come on. I was trying to come through the back.
You done came on.
Hey, Arean, how are you?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. Kick me out, founder. Look, I wanted to say, Arean, that you are an inspiration. You are a big inspiration. When I met you at the conference, you was a big inspiration to me. I played my first song to you, a new song.
I loved it.
So I really appreciate you. So yeah, founder, kick me out.
Gerard,
yeah.
Before you kick him off or whatever y'all can do, listen, brother. Let me give you your flowers, man. Let me say this: keep doing what you're doing in every aspect of your life, because it's not going to go unseen. It's not going to go unnoticed, whether it's at home, in your home state, or whether it's when you out and about, moving about, especially when you helping my mom, because we know how the journey is, y'all, and it's hard to find solid, dependable people.
What you said, girl.
And you have been so solid from whenever the first time y'all connected until now. You've been there, man, and so from afar I see that, and I want to say thank you. We appreciate you. I'm glad my mom has, you in her corner and helping her even this part, because I'm not involved in the technology side as much as I should be, but it's just good to have solid people around in your corner. So I want to personally say thank you for holding my mom down, and then like I said, just everything you doing, bro.
Appreciate it.
You keep doing you all the way, 100.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
It means a lot coming from you.
Man,
thank
I
you.
love, brother.
All right, founder, kick me in.
All right.
Good seeing
love
you,
y'all
man.
too.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. That is the one and only Chief Executive Administrator for GSWC.
Yes, Chief. Come on now.
Network. He is phenomenal. His group is phenomenal. Anointed to Worship. So y'all go check them out on YouTube. Be blessed by the ministry. He's also one of our songwriters from 2022. Guess what, Arean? His song was led by your God sister, Lisa.
Okay.
So it's on there as well with the National Gospel Songwriters Conference. Y'all hearing a lot this morning. We're here talking with the one and only creative genius, Arean Alston. I don't know if she's made it yet onto the Facebook side. So I'm just going to give you a few more people that have said hello to you. One by the name of Scotty Tyrone. Now, Scotty, you're going to have to put the name of your award in. I'm going to learn it eventually because we keep crossing paths. Scotty is in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. But when I tell you, don't mistake Mississippi for nothing low, baby. The brother is on the move. and he is wonderful with sharing
Oh, I
what
saw his
God has
comment.
given.
Did y'all just do something different? Because his comment just came up on the screen.
Good, good. Oh,
It
there we go.
it came up and said, "Morning, my friend. Hey, Scotty, how you doing?" But this is
Yeah.
the first time I've seen a comment on the screen. Now I
Well,
see Gerald.
Gerard is in the back
Gerard,
doing
yeah.
stuff. I know he is. He's back there because I can't tell. I'm not the
Work it out, brother. Work it out. Now I can see the comments. Good morning, Julian. Yeah, they coming in now. Come on now.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
I was trying, but Scotty has a wonderful
Good
show.
morning, Miss Charlotte Williams.
We just Josh Brace and Power Anointed, along with Keith Pringle and Norman Hutchins, I believe it was.
Look, Donna, I love you too. Love you too, fam.
All down there in Hattiesburg.
We go back.
Him to honor people that are phenomenal musicians and have ranked up through that area. It was phenomenal. It was wonderful. So Dorothy Johnson, Irene from Mount
Good
Gilead,
morning.
choir director that she was back then. And
Good morning, Miss Dorothy. How you doing? All right.
So, we're here together, and Irene is in Japan. I'm gonna have to let her talk about Japan because I know I'm just way over everybody's time this morning. But my baby, and she gonna need some sleep. So Irene, tell us what's going on. My baby is all the way in Japan. She has her own travel. What do you call it? A travel company?
Just a travel group, travel company, travel group. We traveling.
Tell us about it. What's the name of it? Agape?
The name of the name of the group is Agape Vibes Travel Group, and it was inspired by the word love, and agape being the most purest form of love. You know, it's supposed to be without condition, right? Without reservation. Like this is God's love, agape love, you know. And so when I was thinking about a name for my group, like what do I want to exemplify with a group of people that I want to travel the world with? What kind of energy do I want to give them, and what kind of energy do I want from them? Well, I want to be around people who are confident in themselves, but also can appreciate the differences of others. I want to be around people who are not coming to a space to see who going or what they got on or what race they from or what religion they do or do they even have a religion. Like, I don't care about none of that. When you travel with me, listen, you may be with some church people, you may not be. But that's why I chose agape, because it's all love regardless. It's all love. You may be with some white people, you may be with some black people, you may be with some older people, you may be with some younger people. You may be with some straight people, you may be with some gay people. I'm just telling you the diversity group of people that I'm exposed to. And the point is, it's all love. We can exist, we can coexist in the same space. We don't have to all agree on the same exact things in life, but at the same time, we can show respect and love and kindness to our neighbor. That's what we are called to do. Respect and love and kindness. That's it. That's our responsibility.
And you know what? That the way you just said that, you may be with some straight people, I believe you said, or some people. People are people.
People are people.
Christians have become haters of certain sectors of people. But you'll love your dog.
Ooh.
Love your cat.
Ooh, we threw the animals in there.
The goldfish in the ditch. You're gonna love him too.
Well, listen, look, if we're gonna go there, we can go there, now. I want to try and get all deep with you now. But in that same phrase of what you're saying, it's the same thing with our other brothers and sisters. You know, they, you know what I'm saying? Before some of them will show respect to a person of color, they'll treat the animal better.
what
And we
you
see this played out over and over again in the media, in different situations.
sad. It's
It's really
sad.
sad. So yeah, I feel like your example that you just gave, as well as what I'm talking about, listen, humans, we are one human race.
I want to share this on Arene's uh, 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 Facebook group. I've seen pictures when she's traveled, and I believe this trip was in Japan too. My other daughter,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
Officer Carol Martin. The officer part sounds all buff and tough, baby. That little sexy thing there, Miss Groovy, sexy, a mess
Yeah.
with herself.
That's your twin.
On one of those pictures or videos that they did, because my grown-ups are tall, right? I'm 5'8", and they're all towering over me. I'm 5'8" and a half. They tower over me. So Carol, with all this gorgeousness going on, I mean, she just got all the young folk, whatever they do nowadays, is out there, and this real little short, cute little guy that's, I don't know if he could speak English or not, but some kind of way he wanted a picture.
He sure did. Yeah. Baby,
He
Carol was a
wanted,
little super. Let me tell you
yeah,
something. Carol was a superstar over here, baby. They thought she was one of the celebrities. They was trying to get pictures with her, just talking. I said, girl,
he
you done
was
sold the show.
all kinds of pictures coming across the screen, and Carol just laughing and having a good time. And they're walking up and walking back like, oh, we're not supposed to be in your princess grade one. It was something phenomenal. But that's love. That's not love like I got to know you and I love
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That's love for the fact that you are a human being.
Just in general. Just in general. So that is the inspiration behind the name of my travel group, y'all. So I said, well, let me just name it Agape Vibes. Now the word vibe is because, I feel like that's something that is important to me. The vibe, the energy, the atmosphere got to be right for me to be a part of it, whatever it is. Whatever it is. If the vibe is off, I'm out. That's where I've gotten in life. There used to be a time where I hang around and, oh, it'll get better, or, oh, I can make it better or whatever, and end up hurting yourself trying to force something. If the vibe ain't right, the energy ain't right, I'm gone. I'm out. You're not gonna see me. So yeah, I want to create an Agape Vibe atmosphere, henceforth the name Agape Vibes Travel Group. And we are 6 trips in 6 different destinations. Let me see. The first trip we did was the Holy Land. Then we did Cancun, which was me and Carol, but it was still Agape Vibes. Even when I go by myself, it's still Agape Vibes because I'm going by myself, but I'm going also to do market research to gather information, get connections, build relationships, get all the on the ground things in order for the travel group. So but yeah, we did Israel, we did the Holy Land, Cancun, we did London, UK, we did Paris, France, we did Italy, Rome, we did Japan, and we're going to do South Africa in November.
All right.
I'm trying to squeeze in at least 1 or 2 more destinations toward the end of this year. We'll see. So
Is your South Africa trip sold out?
It is sold out. However, if you want to go, contact me ASAP. But it is sold out. But if I have someone who wants to go, contact me ASAP. That's what I will say. Technically, I far exceeded the number that I signed for my initial group contract. So we got all the seats filled. But if you want to go, if there's somebody that wants to go, I would love to have you, and I would be willing to fight on your behalf to try to work something out with my logistics company to get you on board. So the dates for South Africa is November the 4th through 11th this year. And the price is $4,500, which includes everything: your flights, hotel accommodations, activities, sightseeing, and all meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm telling you, for a destination like South Africa, I promise you're not gonna find a price and a deal better than what I was able to put together for you guys. So right now we have nearly 30 people going, which is amazing.
Now, how do they get in touch with you? Are we inboxing? What are we doing?
You can inbox me. You can direct message me here on Facebook. You can visit the website, Agape Vibes Travel Group.com. You can send me a message there. I have more information on the website as well. Would love to have you. And listen, even if not for this trip, just follow along, because you never know when.
More.
Yeah, you never know when I may get I'm working on the way that I move about in the earth, y'all. I make friends. My mama know this. I don't go nowhere and meet a stranger. I make friends, and that's what I'm doing out here now. And so, because of my ability to talk to people, to make friends, to keep connections, and that one thing, I'm able to put together deals really quick that your normal, I'm gonna say your average travel agent probably can't do, because there's a system, you know, and there's a line in place, and there's certain rules you got to follow. But I'm trying to build something different. I don't want to be on nobody's system. I don't want to be the average travel agent. I'm not a travel agent because I'm going on these trips. So I don't want to think of myself as a travel agent. Shout out to travel agents. I think, you listen, them people are working, they making their money, but I don't want to take that approach with what I'm doing. I'm not putting together deals and sending you out. I'm saying, hey guys, I'm going here. Y'all come join me. So I'm a happy traveler, you know, travel enthusiast, and I'm encouraging other people to join me, and let's go explore the world together, man. So
let me see if I got this right. To go to South Africa with the Agape Vibes Travel Group, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And Arean Alston, November the 4th through 11th, 2025. Inbox or direct message Agape Vibes Travel Group. Arean Alston host.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That's going right on to the comment box so y'all can get it.
Yep. And if you want to put the website, it's just agapevibes.travelgroup.com or www.agapevibes.travelgroup.com.
Let me go do that right quick. I'm getting smart, Gerard. Uh-oh. I might have messed up something right then. There it is. But let me go on and put it in another one.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I see you coming. You better go on, Mom.
I'm gonna have to be smart, because
you better work it.
Tell you something, Gerard Mitchell is in demand, and I can't call him. I have to make appointments now. Everybody knows who he is, so I'm like, I gotta learn this stuff. I can't have Gerard falling out of the hospital and saying I did it. It's gonna be Charlotte Williams' fault. Or Elder Lockhart's fault, or somebody else, Kilmer Guru.
Well, look. First of all, Gerard is not gonna let y'all worry him. Gerard, don't you let nobody worry you. You do what you can, and you going about your day, honey. Don't you let nobody worry you.
He's sitting on the backstage agreeing with you. I saw. Let me get it right. Agape Vibes Travel. Now, when you spell vibes with a V.
Yeah, VIBES. You got it right on the comment I see here.
TRAVEL. Agape Vibes Travel Group.
.com. You gotta put the www dot in front of it, so the link can show. I think maybe they could click on it. I think.
Let me make sure I spelled this right. AGAPEVIBES TRAVELGROUP.com.
Yes.
Hey, that way I don't embarrass my people at Maddox Elementary, where I taught for all the years. Over at One Day Elementary. God bless y'all. All right, here we go.
You gave them folks some good years, Mama. You gave them folks some good years.
I appreciate them. I appreciate all the administrators that I worked under. I learned so much from each one of them. And one thing I have to say, it's been snowing in our area.
Is it snowing today?
No, not today, but it's still cold and the snow is still out there.
Okay.
But I tell everybody, I don't care whose school system closed down, West Memphis will be open.
Yeah.
They used to make us get it across that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but you've got to be able to go and see some things. And shout out to Valerie Blackman and the whole Blackman
Val.
family.
Shout out to Val. Love you, sis. Shout out to the Blackman family. My God. I mean, wow. We go way back. We go back to Doubletree Elementary days, me and Val. And man, we love y'all. We family forever.
And the
Me,
reason we're
we've been
saying
texting lately. So yeah.
my beautiful sister, Valerie's mom, helped me raise my kids, and I raised Val. Now her big sister was already on her own when Valerie's mom and I became very close friends through the fact that I taught piano. And who would know that I would end up being their neighbor just right down the street at the time, 3 little mouths to feed. And evangelist Carolyn Blackman was always feeding the entire neighborhood anyway. And my son Jerome was such a whippersnapper. People thought that he wasn't going to be much of anything because he was so sporadic.
He was everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere. If he was, I tell people, if he jump off a roof, I'm not turning around. He'll be fine. Y'all, and other y'all worried about the wrong one. I know that one's gonna be fine. And to today he is phenomenal.
Yep. He went into the work that was meant for him and fit him perfectly, and he all right doing his thing.
Yeah, and Carolyn Blackman helped him. She fed that boy. Ooh, she put up with him when nobody else would. I think you and Valerie probably got tired of Jerome. But Carolyn was scheduled to go on the trip. She went with my daughter to Israel on Irene's second journey. I went on the first one, but Irene's second journey, and I believe that was Irene's first trip out as a host, a travel host, wasn't it?
You talking about the Holy
Israel?
Yeah, that was the first. Yeah, because the first one that you came with me on. It was because I was going to work with Miss J, who had given me multiple opportunities already. And then that opportunity came and she said, if y'all want to bring people, bring them. And I started telling my folks. And so my mom, Leslie, my wife at the time, my fiance at the time, and her mom, they came. And we had, man, that trip was everything. Wasn't it, Mom?
Yeah, it was phenomenal. And then after that, it worked out. I tried it. It wouldn't work in my area for whatever reason. But all the way from Memphis, Tennessee,
Miss Blackman.
Black.
She said, I want to go. And she wasn't playing. And she paid her money and she came on and went. And what was crazy about that, you were going again the second time, but some things came up.
Right.
And she ended up getting one of her friends to come. In that space, and they had, when I tell you, they were out there just enjoying themselves, Mom. She shouted and had a good time out there in the Holy Land,
and went and got baptized in the river,
in the Jordan River. She listen. She got baptized in the Jordan River. She sailed a boat on the Sea of Galilee. Remember we did that? We was out there on the boat.
Yes, Lord.
This is the body of water. Now it may not be the same technical water, but this is the area. This is the area where Jesus told the disciples to throw their nets over on the other side.
Yeah.
To catch all the fish, right?
Yeah.
And where he told Peter to walk on water. All this happened on the
Sea
of Galilee. We were out there. So she got to do that. She went to the tomb where it is believed, the area where the tomb was, where you could walk in and see and experience where Jesus laid. We walked through Cana. We did everything that you did the first time. We did it all, Mom. We did all of that, and she was just blown up. We walked the streets of Jerusalem. We walked the same path of the Via Dolorosa. That part is very powerful because there's an area where it's believed that he had got, Jesus got tired, right? And he leaned on the wall. Remember that? There's a part where it's like a handprint.
Hallelujah.
And they're saying that's when he got tired and he couldn't carry the cross anymore. And who somebody helped him
Black
carry the
man.
cross.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody helped him take care
And help him carry that cross.
mm-hmm.
Hallelujah.
And you get to walk all through Jerusalem at all the stops, all the places where it talked about what happened on the way. And we did all of that. And we had a great time. I was so glad that she came with me and she brought a friend. And she had such a great time that she was on this trip, y'all, to South Africa.
Right.
She was making payments.
Yes.
She was I literally
and
just
invited other people that called
yes
another state.
People from other states are going. Her other family and friends are going because of her. Like Miss Blackman, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But because of her friend that came the first time, the 3-4 other people that's coming this time, like she has exposed my company to people in Chicago and other people, strangers that I didn't know. Like she believed in what I was doing. She supported. And not only that, but she saw a chance to fulfill her dreams and go with somebody that she knew. She felt comfortable. She felt safe. She felt protected because she know I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. I got you. The same way that I'm gonna fight about this one, I'll fight about her. I'll fight about her.
Right.
You know.
We knew that would be the case.
Yeah.
And so God blessed her to go. And then
hey Nate, what's up, brother? How you doing?
To our dismay, to our disbelief, God allowed Carolyn to come home to glory just a couple of weeks ago. A few weeks ago. And that was not.
That wasn't the plan. It wasn't our human plan.
It wasn't
our human plan, man.
And so she, on her way out, still being the missionary, had other people to join in. And I met her sister who was going. I met her at the funeral. We just happened to be walking out, and the lady almost fell, and she fell over on me. And you know, mommy.
Oh, I didn't know that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's how we started talking.
That's a beautiful moment too.
Yeah.
In with the reality of what was happening, it was a beautiful moment for y'all to meet in that way.
And I got the opportunity to say to her, "Please continue to go on this trip." She said, "Oh, I'm going. I want to see what Carolyn's out. I'm going in the world. I believe God has given us this whole world to see, and I'm going." So even in God calling her home, her missionary work
still going forward. Because her sister, and the family members that I'm talking to that were connected to her who are going with me, like that's what they're saying. They've been thinking about going to Africa, been wanting a chance, and she told them to join us. And I've been in communication with them every other week or so, you know, and I'm so grateful for that. I mean, I really, it broke my heart, you know, what happened. And I just, I wasn't expecting, we were not expecting, it wasn't a plan, you know, because I had literally just talked to her maybe the week before. She had just paid like another installment on the South Africa trip. And so, but I said, you know what? We have to try to see God in everything. We have to try, because that's the only hope we have. And if we're going to be here on earth, we have to have hope. So we have to try to see God in everything. And what I see God in with this situation with her, she was teaching. Even on her way out, she was teaching.
Woo!
Still teaching.
What are you doing with your life today?
She was teaching. She was being of service. She was, like you said, doing missionary work. You know, she didn't know that God was going to call her home, but that's what she was found doing. She was found making a difference in somebody's life. So I challenge us to, you know, get our priorities together, man. Yes. What are we doing? Don't let our living be in vain. Don't let your work or your passion or whatever God has given you to do be a waste. Don't let information that you can give to your family and friends just be invalid, you know. And we don't have to talk about the exact situation, you know, because it's a little personal, but even what happened with her, she was serving someone. She was helping people.
She was helping.
She was helping somebody. She was helping somebody. And I think that is so powerful. And when I say in her moment, y'all, I'm talking about in her moment that God called her, she was helping somebody.
Yes, Lord.
That's so powerful. That's like the most powerful thing. That's the most, because you know how I don't know if it's a scripture or it's just a church terminology. You let me know, Mom, but harden not your heart when you hear God's voice or something. Is that a scripture?
Yes, Lord.
That's basically saying, like, you know, the day God call you home, don't be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Don't be like trying to hide or get scared or feel no kind of way.
You can't do it. You shouldn't do it. You know, that's also quenching the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. Yeah. But here's the thing. If we are living our lives right, if we are being a blessing to people, if we know we are being of service, if we know we showing agape love and we're doing the things God has given us to do, it ain't gonna be no hardening of the heart.
Hallelujah.
I ain't got nothing to feel hard about.
Thomas says, be relentless.
Be relentless. Yeah.
I like that. I like it. You know, and again, good morning to all of those of you that have joined us live as my daughter, the creative genius, Arean Alston, joins us direct from her hotel room in Japan. I don't know if she can show you any of that room or not. She might not be prepared for that. But
I'm not prepared.
Yeah,
I got it perfectly angled.
She got it perfectly angled. Y'all know how they go. But listen,
my stuff all over the place.
Me that little bathtub they got. I love y'all people from Japan. I really do. Listen.
Yeah.
The little bathtub cannot fit my toe. And Irene is taller than me, and she said she gonna sit down in that tub after they go.
Baby, when I tell you I took me a nice hot bath last night and gonna finna take one again before I go to sleep. It was amazing. Because it is small and my knees was in there like this, you know. However, it goes
I'm not
deep
playing with y'all.
Listen. Yeah, you know, because they built everything here to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they realize
it's a little bit lower than it is in the United States.
Yeah,
right?
The room, you know why? Because they're minimalist. They make the best out of every square inch, and they feel like unless somebody living in a mansion or something, other than that, you don't need all that extra stuff. They know how to perfectly put every little thing where it needs to be and make sure you have everything you need. It's not about, you know, how big it is or how wide it is. How big is the room? Like, that don't matter. Do you have everything you need? Actually, yes. Okay, well, good.
All right. So some of the things that are there in the hotel room that you appreciate or what?
Everything, Mom. Any amenity you need. Let me tell you, I'm staying in what you call like a business hotel. So it's not really I guess I mean, I would stay in it long term, but it's really fit for business professionals and people who are just coming in for a couple of days doing business and going on or whatever. But I like this hotel because, well, all of the hotels here, they give you amenities that you would have to buy at a hotel back home, honestly. You know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even like to stay at the hotels back home anymore, but they used to give you a toothbrush sometimes at the front desk if you ask for it, but now it seems like they have a little convenience stand and they try to make you pay for every single thing. Here, what's in your bathroom when you walk in? Toothbrush, toothpaste, a hair wrapper, face towel, shower cap, what else? With all kind of Q-tips, a shaver if you need to shave. They even have facial packs, like for you can do a whole facial routine and stuff like that. Like, they are not playing. They have a way of showing hospitality and making sure you feel welcome, and they want you to come back and want you to tell somebody else. So that's one of the reasons why I'm in love with Japan. Like, the spirit of hospitality, y'all. And listen, when I say spirit of hospitality, you're talking about somebody who is from the southern part of the United States, And one thing I brag on being from the southern part of the United States is that southern hospitality is a real thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how much y'all leave out from y'all areas back home, but if you leave out from Tennessee or Mississippi or Louisiana, Alabama, wherever, those southern states, and you go places in the east or the north or in the west, they're going to say, oh, you're not from here. By the way we talk, yes, we have an accent, but by the way we are with people. We have a certain charm, a certain character, a certain hospitality that we just, it's natural to us. You know, so I come here, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm kind of prideful about it now. I know I'm hospitable. You know, I know I'm hospitable. I carry that character, right? But Mama, I come here and I said, oh no, I'm not doing it right. Oh, Lord. I'm not doing it right.
Wow.
These people are next level hospitable.
Wow.
Next level.
But you know, in the United States, and a lot of times this just happens through the media of whatever we listen to. It could be TV, it could be a newspaper, it could be a magazine. Other places are made to look criminalistic. They're made to look like the bad boys. And it goes back to what we were talking about earlier of the love of Christ, the love of God. John 3:16 said, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever.
Whosoever, just stop right there. You can stop right there, because I feel like, oh, we finna go here, Mom? Because you know me and you, we be having conversations.
It looks like it.
Whosoever. Okay, he didn't say whoever believe exactly, you know, how the next person believe, or whoever believe what this denomination believe, whoever where it is. He said whosoever. And the key thing is y'all got to catch the next part, because see, y'all try to X out all of this and just get to the hate. Really, if the person don't walk like me, talk like me, we can't coexist. We can't agree. But God said, whosoever, what's after that? Believe. Yes. That's it. It's so simple. It's so simple. Yes. We make it difficult. We add all our rules and regulations, right? And all our codes, and don't do this and don't do that. Don't be like this. Don't wear that. We stress ourselves and each other out.
And unfortunately, many people, especially in our Christian faith, committed suicide because families block them out.
Yeah.
Will not speak to them. You know, now I'm not telling you to open your door to people that are going to be stealing from you. You know, fact, Irene should have told that story, because we got a thing about thieves. We don't play like that, you know, because you have to protect your own environment. But with people that are genuinely being who they are, you don't know what God has in their life. You know, now I'll give you an easier one, even than talking about homosexuality. Let's go with the fact that there are churches that condemn women who have been called to the ministry.
Yeah. Don't get in the pulpit. A woman shouldn't be doing this, then that. Okay, I guess God can't call who he want to call then, if that's what y'all saying. He said whosoever.
You know, days of the week that we worship on can sometimes become political. Instead of looking for the God that woke us up this morning. And it can get to a place, and y'all know I'm not wrong about this. Anybody out here want to say I repent right now? But it can get to a place where you go to sleep at night trying to manipulate how you going to run that church meeting. And you wake up in the morning calling somebody on the phone with the manipulations that you got overnight, which were not of God, because he came that you might have life, have it more abundantly, and to give you peace.
We stressing. He don't want us out here stressing, y'all. He don't want us out here stressing. He to give us life and peace. And I'm in pursuit of that. If it's
Yeah.
giving me life and peace, oh, that's what I'm trying. I'm running in that direction. Everything else, baby, y'all can have it.
Amen.
Y'all can have it. You know why, Mom? Because we only got so long here on this earth.
Right. And my baby, you just told everybody earlier. So I'll just say it again. You're 40 years old, and God has blessed you to be the traveler and also the cook that you didn't know was inside of you, and just blessed all of Los Angeles during COVID, made a way, created, because you're also an entertainer, and that COVID seasons shut down the world,
Hmm.
you
Shut
know.
down.
And so God showed you the rest of you so you could live. You didn't
Mm.
lose a beat on how you were living. Financially, God had continued to make a way. I don't think he could have done that had you been concentrating on woe is me, I have nothing.
Mm.
Uh, blame the president, blame
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
the the welfare department, blame the church because they not open to give me any food.
Mm. No, man, you gotta. Ooh, I think the first thing we have to do, y'all, you gotta stay open. Like keep an open mind and an open heart. Um, that was a scary time for me, Mom. You know, when the COVID-19 thing happened, I went into a state of depression those first couple of weeks because I was doing so good. I was doing like right before that, I had just got back from France and Germany, and
Right.
I was just getting into traveling. Like my music career was taking another direction right when COVID hit.
Exactly.
And when I came back to LA during that time, I had so many gigs lined up. I lost so much money the first couple of weeks. People were calling us, like musicians and entertainment people and gig work. I'm sorry, the event not happening. I'm sorry, we're not doing this. I'm sorry. And I was almost in a state of shock. I couldn't believe it because I felt like, listen, this when God, he hit you on the shoulder and say, you're not in control. Because I feel like, honestly, I feel like with my line of work, I was in control to a degree, if I'm going to be honest. I was an entrepreneur, right? I was an entrepreneur. I was doing my music thing. I could decide what gigs I wanted to do, what gigs I didn't want to do, didn't want to do. If I wanted to travel, I could decide to do it. I felt like I had chosen a line of work and entrepreneurship that was, it was my thing until it wasn't, until it was taken away. I said, oh, okay. What is this, Lord? I thought I was about to be coming on back home to Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, or wherever you at the time, I'll be coming back home to you. At least for a little while, because I didn't know what was going to happen.
And
But
it didn't happen.
it didn't happen. Yep, it didn't
God
happen.
knew what happened.
Yep, he showed me another part of me that I never would have sat down long enough to even explore.
Look at that. Meaning there was something in you from birth. I learned from Elder Larry Britton in Nashville, Tennessee, where we were when you were first born. We were there with Elder Larry Britton, who loved you, girl. That man, it snowed up there so bad. One time I got snowed in on my job. When I finally could get to you days later, little arm baby was in Elder Larry Britton's arms. So this one particular Sunday, he said, bring me your baby. And he put you up before the congregation. He said, this little baby girl has everything inside her she needs.
All right, Brother Amos, I see you.
To do everything that she's going to need to do in life. It's already there. It hadn't matured yet.
Yeah, I hadn't tapped into it. But I'll tell you, Mom, that COVID-19 situation and what I thought I was in control of being taken away from me, it really turned me into another person. It really opened my eyes to see, Arean, there's other things that you actually can be and are good at if you just take some time to sit with yourself and learn yourself.
That's a message for y'all today.
You look, girl, you could cook. People like your food. They want it.
And they
I'm like,
bought
oh,
it.
I can cook. I can have a business. I can do this. You can
My
do
God.
that. You can start a car rental business if you want. If you're interested in that, you can do online teaching for a little while. There are people that's been wanting to learn from you. You've been running from that all your life, really. But you can do that.
And she has done all these.
And when the opportunity presents itself for you to take a group of people across the world, you can do that.
Whoa, glory.
And so these are all the things I've done since the pandemic.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, Ma, the musician side of me has kind of taken a back seat to these other avenues of business.
I hope you see that comment that just came across the screen.
He said, I'm waiting on my plate. Come on. I got you, brother. Hey, but hold on now. He from Louisiana now.
There you go.
Look, I have to go deep into my little closet bag, because keep in mind, brother, I'm in LA. You see what I'm saying? So I'll probably just throw together a little something from the South, and they like, oh, what is this? But if you're from Louisiana, baby, you better step it up.
Yeah.
They got some cooks down there.
They got the cooks in Louisiana.
They got some cooks down there, man.
All right.
But yeah.
No. Yes, indeed. Listen, shout out to all of you that are on your way to Memphis for the National Gospel Songwriters Conference, July 8th through 11th. And she made it up because I tell you, Louisiana is definitely part of our culture in the Gospel Songwriters Conference. We've got you from New Orleans all the way over to Shreveport. And we want everybody to get ready to come to Memphis, Tennessee. All roads lead here. Original songs, even in our children's division, original songs, handbells. Yeah, we've got some presentations for you. So I'm going to listen. We've been on here hour and a half, Irene, believe it or not. We come stay as long as my daughter wants to, but I
just been talking.
I know
honestly, some of the talk, I forgot we was on here. I'm just talking to you, really.
We just having a good time. But I just wanted everybody to see where my grown-up is in life, and she's given us some beautiful things, understanding that no matter what we're in, we are blessed. And y'all be a blessing. Stop being so hateful of everybody in the world. Listen, in our children's division, Lady Diane Lampkin Thomas needs children. We want them to have the opportunity to be looked at and perhaps even have one of their songs recorded. But we need the children there in order to get this done, y'all. We'll be right back. And we need your children at the National Gospel Songwriters Conference, July 8th through the 11th in Memphis, Tennessee, at the Power Spot, pastored by Pastor Courtney Franklin. Listen, we want all of you to come. It's a family affair. The children's division begins at age 4, goes to age 12. Then the youth and young adult, ages 13 to 35, and the adults, ages 35 on up. Listen, our oldest songwriter is in her 70s. We don't leave anybody out. We want everybody to be heard at the National Gospel Songwriters Conference. Listen, what time of day does it start? It's an all-day event every day. We have wonderful classes led by Dean Darrell Gates of Shreveport, Louisiana. And that's all day. And also the children's division operates on its own come see what we have to offer. Y'all saw donuts on that clip, right? I'm trying not to be going near them, but the children's division leaders, Lady Diane Lampkin Thomas, and the crew insist that these babies gonna have some donuts. I don't want to keep trying to give them donuts, but they gonna give them something sweet to eat. So listen, we need all of you to register. Go to the National Gospel Songwriters Conference.com. That's www.thenationalgospelsongwritersconference.com, and register your entire family. You're going to meet songwriters from everywhere. And we want you to be a part of this live recording event. I see
Hey,
Angela Clark is
hey,
the
how you
mother
doing?
of the amazing twin Clark sisters, who the Gospel Songwriters Conference raised all kind of money to get them to Fort Worth, because they are songwriters. They wrote their first song, I believe, when they were 11.
Okay,
Is on video, and
welcome.
they're 13 now, but they just got back from the Texas Music Excellence Awards as the winner of a youth duo, I believe. Angela put it in for me.
That's good.
They
Congratulations to
won.
them. That's amazing.
Oh, some bad little girls
Go
already.
on, y'all.
They are awesome.
Congratulations.
And so listen, need everybody to visit their YouTube, their Instagram. You're gonna love the different things that their mama, Angela Clark, Irene, will remind you so much of me, but she's a modern day me. She's getting it done. She's making sure those girls have everything they need. She also has a wonderful son who's older and doing his own thing, but she is the mama. So shout out to all of our
Right.
moms, whether you're a single parent or married and you're raising kids right now.
Yeah.
Stay with God, pray
Yeah.
about it. Oh, they're gonna do some stuff. Get
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah.
Get over it. And keep moving forward. So let's get your children there. We want to see you all. And listen, for those of you that register in their division that will stay with our children, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, we, GSWC, will cover your conference fee. And you got to get your own hotel room, but we'll cover your conference fee as a way of saying thank you for helping us to take care of your children. So
Mhm.
go ahead and register. We got it figured out for
That's
you. We
good.
don't leave anybody behind. All right. Now my baby needs some sleep. What time is it over there now, Arean?
It's 12:45.
It's 12:45.
Well, and see, here's the thing, because I was telling my mom, y'all, before we got on here, that that time doesn't seem too late for me. Normally, I can stay up, but it's just like when you're traveling, right? When you go through those time zones, every hour count. Your body clock, your time clock, your mental clock, your psychological, every hour counts. And so with Japan being like 17 hours ahead of LA time, you feel it. It's almost like you like, man, I've been up a whole day or two.
Right.
But really you just technically you moved it up in the time zone, but your body knows that something is different. So whereas back home, I could probably still be up around this time, no problem. Right now, I'm kind of like,
Yeah, it's time to la
yeah.
la. I'm not gonna la you out, but I got a couple of more little things I want to do before I let you go. And
Okay.
listen, y'all, we're talking with creative genius Arean Alston, who came out of the womb being creative. When I tell you she was singing tenor perfectly before she could speak her first word, I'm not lying to you. She has always been involved with music. And while God has shown her that there is more to her, just like God will show you, there's more to you than one thing. There are so many areas of her to be celebrated. I want all of you to get with her. If you're thinking about traveling, if you're not thinking about it, still inbox her, still go there, visit with Arean Alston through Agape Vibes Travel Group on Facebook. or at the website, and she will be glad to tell you some things I know. And you can see from today, those of you that are out there, we've had relatives check in. Irene, your cousin Greg,
Okay.
yeah,
What's going
Greg
on, fam?
Pegues, checked in. Family is around, and so we're grateful for all of you and for everything that's going on in your life. All right, Angela, put it in. National Youth Artist of the
All right.
Year.
Yeah,
Cartoon. And
congratulations.
we're just glad to know them. GSWC didn't make them, they came with it. They came with it.
That's
And
beautiful.
God has opened more doors for them. So we're glad to be a part of what's going on with them. But the creative genius of Arean Alston, I wish that this technology had been out when she was the age of the girls, Angela, because she was a creative genius way back then. But I got a couple of more things to share with you. The first thing I shared was I'm just clapping my hands, and it's in a nightclub setting in Memphis, Tennessee, Hard Rock Cafe. Everybody don't get to perform.
Man, that ain't even there no more. I'm glad we got a chance to go in there because it ain't even over there no more.
It's not over there anymore, but that was the place, y'all, where people would come and, oh my goodness, this particular night was just full of people everywhere. Double A band was on point. Well, this song that I'm about to play now, I think probably describes the essence of my baby, but I'm going to let her describe it. She doesn't know what it is yet, but I'm going to let her describe it. I'm going to tell her what it is so she can describe what was going on in her mind when she wrote it. And the song is called Addicted.
Oh, addicted to music? At the time, these songs are actually very time sensitive to where I was in my life at the time. So at the time, I was into my whole neo soul bag. And what I mean by that, I was heavily influenced by India.Arie, Maxwell, Jill Scott. I done gave a thumbs up thing on here. Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, Music Soul Child. They were really in my ear heavy during this time. So I wanted to create a song that felt like something they would do musically, like the vibe and energy, but that would also describe, like, at the time, how much I was like into music, into the process of music, into writing it, into playing it, it was just every part of my life. And so that's how Addicted to Music came about.
All right, let's take a look.
Listen to this. Listen to the words. Sometimes it feels like the music. But what? All addicted to music. Let me see you snap your fingers. If you addicted, let me see you snap your fingers. Yeah, you are. Come on. Come on. Come on. Say it. Nah, I'm not a rapper, man. I just write a lot. And my style so thick they can't even fit me in a box. My music is precious, to me it's a jewel. But don't test me, it can be my weapon, yeah, a powerful tool. And that's right, I got to have it, cause it's a real bad habit. Trying to break it is unthinkable, when I'm thirsty it's why I drink them. I want you to hear this, better yet I hope you feel it. Cause I'm really trying to spit it to let you know that I'm addicted to music.
Woo! Ain't nothing changed on that. Ain't nothing changed on that. I can see my baby is ready to go to sleep. Now she my baby. She my grown up. But she is my baby. And y'all, when we load this on to the DLM Media Network, you can go there and watch it time and time again. In fact, we're going to make it into 2 episodes because we're coming on 2 hours now. So there'll be a part 1 and part 2. But there's always going to be something encouraging here. It will air on the GSWC TV network on DLM Media, which is seen through Roku, Amazon Fire, Cross.TV, Irene. Your people in Japan that are friends of yours,
Okay.
Cross.TV.
Okay.
Register in, it translates in 22 languages. So
Nice.
they're going to be able to hear the whole interview.
I love that.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I wanna.
yeah.
Shout out to shout out to my people over here, man. Like awesome. Some of the most friendliest, welcoming. I mean, like I said, hospitality. Like I'm learning how to do it, like for real. Being around it.
Angela Clark says, "Do you live in Japan?"
You better speak it into existence. Not yet.
And look, she ain't playing about it either, Angela. You speaking something, okay?
Not yet, but man, my heart is here, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, out of the places that I've traveled to, I haven't gone back 3-4 times anywhere.
Right,
Japan.
and you've been there with Japan.
You know.
Now my heart is in Israel.
Yeah, well, but we can't go there right now.
Right. We can't go there. But I'm telling you right now, resilient, that's Israel. Darrell Thomas said earlier today, something like that, but that is Israel. And that's because biblically, God has put his stamp on Israel. I don't care what they do, they'll never be able to take them out.
Mm-hmm.
You do nothing with God's people. African American, I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, that entire area.
Of God.
Yeah, the people are divided, but all of that land over there is it's going to be covered. It's going to be protected. The people are divided, unfortunately, and we hate to see the ugliness that's happening, you know. But yeah,
in every life, some rain will fall. It's not. It's just going to happen. It's a part of life. It's part of culture. People that have been friends may fall out, but let me tell you what, it doesn't mean that one's saved and the other one's the devil. Sometimes God just allows paths to change.
Yeah.
You know, Irene and Carol and Jerome and I are 4 different individuals. We love each other. You better believe if something happened to one, the other 3 comment.
Man.
But we are all individuals that God made, uniquely designed for his purpose and his time. Does it mean that either one of us have to put the other one down? Nowhere. Because the love of God's love covers a multitude of faults.
Yeah.
If we learn that, we'll hate less.
We'll
hate less.
We have to learn the first part, though. Yeah.
My God. You got to.
Yeah.
Nothing that, and first of all, like I told you, I'm the woman at the well. Who am I talking about? Who am I talking about? I might look cute. I might look like a TV owner, radio owner, soloist.
But we all are. Listen, we all are forever trying to make an effort
Trying to
to
try.
be
I like
better, trying to try.
I like that.
Because life be life, and the world is mean and cold and ugly, and humans will make you say some things and do some things if you're
Wait
not.
a minute. Hold on, Irene. I don't know if you see this coming or not. Angela came in very late. Let me introduce you to my oldest grown up. This is my daughter. The
Yeah,
one
it's my
and
mama.
only creative genius,
It's my mama.
Arean Alston. Arean has been one of the facilitators at the National Gospel Songwriters Conference, as well as She Rises Women in Music Ministry. So she is also part of our family, as
Mm-hmm.
well as well sought out in LA as a musician, playing for some of everybody. A little story that I remember is when my son first went to visit her at Christmas time, and she got a phone call while she was picking him up. Who was that from,
Mm-hmm.
Ari?
It was from Tyrese's his camp, his team. They were
And
looking for a female musician, and somebody gave them my information. They called me and they said, can you come now? And I was picking up Jerome. I was like, yeah. I said, but I got my brother. And they said, bring him. And he had on his uniform. He was fresh off the bus. And he wore his uniform to the party. Like,
And
we didn't have a
Tyrese,
chance to do anything. I had to like throw clothes on and get out. They sent the car for me, and we had an amazing time, man. So yeah, that was cool. That was a cool memory for him, for both of us. We went to Tyrese's house. His house. I'm saying houses because on his property he has multiple buildings, so it's kind of cool how he has taken advantage of the space, the land over there. But yeah, that was a fun night. But
so that yeah, if you didn't see the whole show, go back and look. You're gonna find some other fun
yeah,
memories that Irene talked about. And so I'm excited because my daughter is in Japan and we talk all the time. I just said, you know what? Let's just do a show. Let's just let everybody hear this one. And
yeah.
it turned into a 2-hour conversation with Angela as your girls grow. And as
Very nice to meet you, Angela.
you're going to have these type of things happening too. And you will be able to travel with Irene. Get those girls on there. They can go on tour and sing while look.
Oh yeah,
they got quite the musician right there.
I'm glad you said that, Mom. Let me tell you something. That's I have a vision for that too. Like, I want to just take leisure trips and people to come and enjoy themselves and explore things in the world and places that they've been wanting to go. However, I want to also provide the opportunity and be a pipeline for entertainers and musicians and singers.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to have a chance to perform out of the country, like, that's a good look. I've performed internationally. I've traveled internationally. I've performed at this venue across seas, whatever. Like, I want to be able to create that pipeline. So yeah, artists and entertainers, if you're willing to invest in yourself, it's going to be an investment, right? If you willing to maybe do some concerts, do some fundraisers, do a fish fry, a car wash, whatever.
Right.
Do what we can, because when we want to do something, we'll find a way to do it.
Yeah.
So
and we are
you want to
independent
invest in yourself
artists now.
Let's go.
Let's do what we do.
If I get some artists and musicians like traveling with me, I'll definitely do my homework and put together an event in another country or join somebody or partnership with somebody. So yeah,
and
let's
that
start working on that
as well. So those of you that I'm telling you now, GSWC, we can pull this together and do our own show through Agape Vibes Travel
in another country.
Let's talk.
I would love to do that. I would love to do that.
Let's talk about that.
Some kind of artist showcase. Yeah, people always countries. Let me tell you something. Across seas, man, they love us.
Jesus.
To be honest,
Jesus was without honor in his own home, but the minute he left, the word spread who he is, what he did. So sometimes you gotta go. Sometimes, and it has worked for Irene. When she left Memphis, she didn't know anybody.
No. I mean, shout out to the people from Memphis that were in LA. But listen, they were deep in their work. They didn't have time to stop and take me by the hand and this and that. I love them, and for what they all could do to contribute to my journey. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. But I had to figure it out.
And we're going to
Yeah.
bring Arean back to talk about that on another time, because GSWC TV, DLM Media Network is
Yes,
all about
Angela.
inspiring.
You see what she said, Mom? Remember we was
Good.
talking about that the other day.
We were talking about that, and Arean mentioned you need to work on your passport now.
Please, I beg of y'all, if y'all know y'all want to travel one day, listen, even if you don't have nowhere to go right now, people, please get y'all passports. It's very crucial that everyone gets a passport and just have it. Just have it before anything could happen to change requirements, price, processing time.
And as you've seen,
this is a good time just to get it and have it. So good job, Angela. She said she working on you. Go, girl. You work on, you get it, and just have it on deck.
Have it. Get your children, all three of them. Everybody gets a passport.
Everybody gets one. Just have it. Have it in y'all possession, because they last for 10 years. So I'd rather that everybody have it now than be trying to get it later on in the year, a year or two, and then things have changed. Right. I'm just saying, because we don't know what's happening right now.
Right. And when you see the first event that Arean had a chance to go to, tell them about that. And then I got this last little thing, and we're gonna probably even let you go.
Wait, which one?
The first trip overseas that you were supposed to be ready for.
Oh Lord, Mom.
Come on. Da, 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 da.
Well, by the time I got that car, it had been several that I missed. I just didn't tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been several that I missed because I was scared to fly, y'all.
There you go. That's what I'm trying to get out.
Yeah, I was afraid to fly, and because I was afraid to fly, I wasn't trying to get a passport. It wasn't difficult. I just didn't care to get one. I was comfortable where I was at. I said, oh, I don't need to go nowhere. But what started to happen was the longer I stayed in LA and the more I made my rounds around LA, people kept referring me to travel internationally. And so I missed, listen, Mom, Japan was one of the places I missed a call for. Wow. I missed a call for South Korea twice. And then the last call that I missed was for Dubai to be a musical director for an all-female jazz band at Quincy Jones's Jazz Club. And I missed the opportunity, y'all, because I didn't have a passport and they needed somebody. That night they called me. And before they got off the phone, they said, we're sorry, you were highly recommended, but we have to get somebody else. We have to fill this seat now. Yeah. And I looked up the next week or so and them girls was gone. They was gone, and I knew them. And I didn't feel no kind of way about it. I think God, I know God does everything for a reason. So maybe that wasn't my opportunity, and the people who got it did. But it shook me to my core enough for me to call my mama. I was in tears. You remember that? I was crying. Mama. I was crying. And I called my mama in tears, and I called
tranquilizers for people like you, Angela. Don't worry.
She said, I don't like flying. Whew, listen.
We're going to give you tranquilizers. Look, we got shots. Look, they got them little glasses.
They got all kinds of good stuff. You'll be good.
Decor in it.
But let me help you. Yeah. Listen, Angela, I'm going to tell you, to this day, I still, quote unquote, don't like or enjoy. It's not like I run to a plane like, hey, we're going to fly. No, I just honestly, I learned how to face my fear. And even when I go now, I'm still presently facing my fear, you know, and I get stronger and stronger every time. I get more calm and calmer every time. And would y'all know that this flight over here Wednesday was one of my most calmest, smoothest flights in the midst of everything that's been going on right back home with the aviation things and situations. I was at peace. I wasn't worried about nothing. I slept so good on that plane. The ride was amazing. The little food they gave us was good. 12 hours later, I was in Japan. And I said, I already been dealing with my fear. I'm not finna let mistakes of the world or whatever, unfortunately, pushing me back into a paralyzed state of fear. I gotta go. Because God has given me an opportunity and to experience the world and to bring others along. I'm not going to stop now. Right. So I want to say that to y'all. Don't be afraid to fly. You know, don't be afraid to fly longer than 2 hours. It's okay. Listen, the longest flight I've done was I think Israel was the longest because that was like 13, 14 hours. But this flight that we about to do to South Africa, it's 22 hours, Ma. I'm getting my mind ready for that. Everybody's getting ready for that because that is going to be a long flight. But hey, we got to get there. We're not going to catch a boat over there. We got to go. We got to go. So anyway, that is all I got to say for now.
Yeah.
For
Before
tonight.
she started babbling off in an unknown tongue.
We don't need that.
Listen, so as we go out, I'm going to say this, and then Irene, if you need to go before this ends, I got you, baby. Mama love you. Thank you for hanging out with me.
Okay.
I want to say to
I love
everyone,
you. I love you, Ma. You know you my homie for life.
I do know. I do know. And I'm grateful to have birthed 3 wonderful grown-ups. 3 children they are grown-ups now and all doing grown-up things. It's become my phrase for them. When people ask me how they're doing, they grown, they gone, they doing grown-up. Yes, I said it. They grown and gone.
Grown and gone doing grown-up things. Come on, Ma. You better.
So I am grateful for where God has placed me in life. This is my miracle, but we each have our own miracles. I'm going to put something on, and I'm not going to ask Irene to talk about it because it would take another 30, 40 minutes. So I'm going to put it on, and this is going to be how we end this program. And again, you can watch this on Roku, on Amazon Fire, on
you should put these in the comments.
Apple
comments, Mom.
Yeah, all of that. And cross dot, for those that do not speak English, translates in 22 languages.
That's good. I love that.
TV.
Put those options in the comments too, so they can see them here. And
okay.
Yeah,
Gerard, if you're with me, if you could handle that for me, that would be great because I don't know where I am. Listen, I'm going to say this phrase that I always like to say, and then I'm going to turn this on and you'll see why I won't allow Irene to talk right now. But keep a song in your heart to make the day brighter. Keep a song in your heart to make the load lighter. God bless you, one and all. We'll see y'all next time.
Oh my Lord, I didn't try to do that.
Whatever you want to do. You can be whatever you want to be. You can go wherever you want to go. You can see whatever you want to see. I know that sometimes life can bring many obstacles and even other things, but if you hold on a little while longer, things will change. Even though the road might seem a little rough, and even though the going might get tough, all of your dreams you will achieve if you believe. Oh, yes you will. It feels like your best ain't good enough, and right when you feel like giving up, this when you gotta keep your head up and believe. Oh, just believe. You can do whatever you wanna do. You can be whatever you One more time, don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do. You gotta keep your head up and believe. Oh, just believe.